So, if you haven't seen the recent news, there's a lot of things going up in flames right now with Vshojo. So, Ironmouse did release a video that we're gonna watch. I haven't watched it yet, so we're gonna watch it together and see exactly what's going on. I only have heard a few things. I've also found some things on Twitter, just to look at. Okay, all right, let me turn off the music now. All right, so if you don't know, this is Ironmouse. So Ironmouse has been in the scene for quite some time in the VTuber world. I even watched her like since her very first model. So I have been watching her from like grow so quickly, and I'm so proud of how fast she has grown. Do not rage. Oh, I'm raging on the inside. Not at her. Not at her. Not the sweet little thing. But so something happened. Ironmouse is going to talk about it. I know she can't talk about a whole lot. So we'll start off with this, and let's see what she says.
I am
Let me. Okay, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, just making sure the audio was on.
I am leaving Vshojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from Vshojo.
Yeah, so there's like the base of it. That's how it's starting. I just whenever she said I'm leaving Vshojo, I mean that's just instant. Like what's going on? Something is happening without any other context, you know. So if you didn't know, she has been doing this charity for this company. Let's see, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's good to know about it. For IDF, immune deficiency. So she has worked so hard to raise all this money for it. She's even worked with Connor about raising all this money for it, and Connor's done so many things for it too. Yeah. How do you lose over $500,000? It's not like, oh, I miscalculated our expenses. I'm short 1,000. First of all, where did the 1,000 go? That's no excuse though, but over 500K. Yeah, it's the condition that she has, so that's why this is very, very important to her. And this means a lot to her. And so the fact that she has been working so hard to raise this money just everywhere, this amount of money, and then for some reason the company or the group that she's in somehow lost the money. It's gone. There's no money. And how do you take money that's supposed to go to a charity? That's my problem. That's my problem right there.
I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately, right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
I mean, just enough. That's already like enough. I just want to know like the details, like if are there any names or what's going on behind the scenes, and the fact that she got an attorney so quick for this. I mean, this is this is strict business right now. This is very, very intense. I I feel so bad for her because you can hear it in her voice, right? I know she took the time to write a script more than likely, but I can't imagine knowing that something so important to me that I raised money for and had so much excitement about it was just somehow gone, and knowing that the group I worked for took it. I mean, I can't imagine how upset she was, you know? I mean, you can hear it. She is trying to keep it together in her voice. But I feel so bad for her. Yeah, the thing is with anything legal, there are certain things that you need to just stay hushed about until the whole things over, basically. So,
But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of Vshojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So that
I'll go back and just read through it because I feel like that is very, very important to understand what everything is. So, CVID is common variable immune deficiency. CVID is a relatively frequent form of primary immunodeficiency found in about 1 in 25,000 persons. This is the reason it is called common. The degree and type of deficiency of serum, let me see if I can here. Uh, where was it go? Serum immunoglobulin immunoglobulins. Okay, just making sure I was saying that right. And the clinical course varies from person to person, hence the word variable. An additional characteristic is a decreased IgA and or IgM level or a low level of all three major types of immunoglobulins. I can't say that in one go. IgG, IgA, and IgM. In some individuals, there are defects of the T cells, and thus may also contribute to increased susceptibility to infections as well as autoimmunity. Granulomatous, granulomatous. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best. I don't know these fancy scientific words. Disease and cancer. So, aren't the T cells are the ones that like fight like cancer stuff? Are those the T cells? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember exactly what that was. But again, excuse me for not being able to pronounce it. I don't say these words every day. It's hard for me to say it.
so then I found streaming and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So, a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing.
T cells mark pathogens for the white blood cells to find and destroy. And yes, they do fight cancer. Okay, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. T cells are vital for eliminating infected cells and pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was kind of the same way of like, I don't want to show my face. But she's so sweet. My gosh, she's so sweet. And here she is all, blown up everywhere. A huge impact on everyone. But yeah, I think when did like the very first bit of VTubing actually start? Like that's what I kind of want to know. Who was like the very first 2D model? I kind of want to know. But again, I've seen her 2D model from the beginning. I still remember what it looked like. I watched her play Rust, you know. um so I mean, I was there from the beginning, which is kind of crazy and just again watching her grow like this. I don't even remember what year it was to be honest. Using the AI. Yeah, I think she was like the first technically VTuber. So, but yeah, I mean watching her, oh my gosh, she was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So I really enjoyed watching her.
It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join Vshojo. And it was through Vshojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join Vshojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was
Pause it there. I know. So sad. I mean, I'm just happy that she was able to at least find streaming. And because, sometimes she can't even like leave her bed. I mean, she gets so sick sometimes. And, I'm glad she was able to find this path. You know, there's so much I want to say, but I just don't know how to say it. But you can, again, she's fighting it in her voice. She's so upset. And I totally
struggling to make
understand.
a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me.
Mm.
So I was worried about expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join Vshojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company, and I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very
I know we talked about company stuff earlier. That's how they make you feel special. And now seeing the aftermath of everything, they make you feel special and they take advantage of that, aka gaslighting. I was like, "Oh, we need you. We need you. You're drawing in a huge crowd. You're drawing in all the money for merch, and we need you. You're doing a great job. You're fantastic. Money, 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 basically." And I don't know what happened to just take over 500K away. Yeah, and yeah, they need her. Well, guess what? She's gone now. She's betrayed. And like what she said before, like she used to trust people and she was let down. And now you have this, which is a lot, larger than maybe like a friend that you known for a couple of months may have let you down, but you have an entire company that has betrayed you, betrayed your trust. Just I mean, this is just a pure betrayal is what it is. Oh, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad.
positive to hear. It put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff.
That's another thing. Just again being told like how great you are for the company, how we need people, we need more people like you. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, oh, we need more people like you. You're great at what you do. You know about everything, blah, 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 blah. And then they basically drag you through the mud and keep telling you, oh, but you're doing a great job. And then you're like, okay, well, I got to also make sure I keep that face. I want to make sure that I don't let them down. I want to make sure that they know and see that I'm still doing a good job and blah, 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 blah. And just, it didn't really matter. Now, if you're at work, please try it your 100%. I'm not saying don't try at all. But, just kind of for company speak, they trick you sometimes, I
And
feel
talent
like. Not all
alike.
companies.
And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that Vshojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million.
The fact that she was going to just pull the money out, didn't even know. Let me pull out, some of my funds and everything so I can, start controlling it, whatnot. And then imagine looking to see, like, wait, what happened? What happened? Hello? Oh, I can't imagine just the heartbreak and the just heart falling into your stomach. Oh,
For the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
that's
Because the
amazing.
money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency
ridiculous.
Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection, and this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused.
Oh,
I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from Vshojo. I really wish that I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry. Okay.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
She almost made me cry at the end. I didn't want to pause to interrupt or anything. I just wanted her just to kind of, speak about it because I usually just pause and keep going, but I think I'm just wanting to let her finish everything without interruption. So, with that being said, 2 ways if you want to help with IDF. Here is the original video that we just watched. Of course, if you watch it, it does provide ad revenue for that video. Like she said, all the ad revenue is going to go towards IDF. And also, I grabbed the link to Tiltify. These are all new to me. Tiltify. So that way you can donate directly there as well. So if you want to help with the ad revenue and just pure donations, go ahead. That would be absolutely amazing for her. I'm sure that's going to show her a ton of support because I'm actually pulling up the screen right now. I want to show you guys. So you're going to get flashbanged. Just so you know, I'm going to turn on background music. Just have something. All right, let me grab this. Okay, again, you're going to get flashbanged. Here we go. So here's the page. So they only had a goal for 10,000, but we are at 186,000, basically 186,700, which is absolutely amazing. Is this just from today? I don't even know when this one page was started, but is this just from today? That's crazy. That's crazy. So, and of course, it gives you information about IDF as well. Like 4 hours ago, I mean, that makes sense that's when everything started happening. So definitely give her lots of love. Again, it takes nothing to watch that video. You don't have to pay anything to watch her video that I posted earlier in the chat. I'll be sure to post the source video that we just watched in the description below, as well as the link to Tiltify. So that way, if you want to donate directly, also feel free to do that as well. So she's definitely going to get that money back for sure. Now, hold on. Let me look at this. Here, team. Just seeing some of the live donations. So Doki over here is the number 1 with 10,000. Dang. So these are the top 10 donors right here. So we have Doki with 10K, VGen with 10K, Kenji with 10, Zen with 5,500, Coretta 5, Ishina 5, Ludwig 5, JT Hungry 5, Sea Dog VA 5, Gridline 2,500. I mean, those are huge donations. Huge. Oh, you can even put a message with them. I didn't even know you can put a message now that I know that. So, and if you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous as well. So you don't have to have your name listed if you don't want that. So, yeah, I know Amelie just joined, and I know she's not happy about it either. So, just kind of going through. Let me see. I kind of want to go through the Twitter post really fast. Right here. Gonna zoom in a little bit. So I remember seeing this and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was getting legitimately scared. Like, what are you talking about? And then people were saying, we got you. I learned about this today. I'm so sorry. Let me turn on my cursor. Should be capturing. There we go. Was so sick. We love you. So sorry you had to endure the stress behind the scenes for so long. I just wonder how long this has been going on. Like even Bao, Shy Lily, continues to happen again to good, kind people who want nothing more than to do their community and the people they love right by. We love you so much, Mousy. I'm so freaking sorry that this has happened. I mean, there's so many people showing support through this, and she needs all the support she can. Because I'm not personally affected by it, but I am sure about to cry. So if I start crying, I'm so sorry. But so, I mean, yeah, you can see there's how many comments are there? I mean, I see a lot of people that I personally know too in here providing their support. I mean, we have 4.8 thousand comments, 8K retweets. Yeah, all these indies, all the indie VTubers are posting. I think that's just the way it's gonna be now. I think people are not gonna trust Corpse anymore. You know?